guarantee you that by the end of this video, you will know more than 99.9% of the population about business with these 10 rules that I'm about to give you for free. So sit down, listen up, and here we go. Rule number 1, you have to understand how money works. You can't ever make money if you don't know how it works. I'll ask people how money works, right? Where it comes from. They'll start out saying, well, the government, they don't even know where it comes from. The idea of central banks and fractional reserve banking, all this stuff is so foreign to them that if they actually tried to make money, they would fail desperately. They just think that they can go to the bank at any time and withdraw $10,000 in cash with no problem. So lesson number 1, you have to understand how it works. Go on Google, do some research, and find out how money works. Rule number 2, speed is everything. Most of you guys have probably heard of this before. And you've heard it before because it's super important. I've always been like this. I would be 5, 6, 7 years old, right? I would be the one to finish the math assignment before anybody else. People would think, and still think, that I'm crazy when I do that stuff. I'm not crazy. I sit there saying, all right, this is done. What's the next thing I need to do? And it's the same exact thing with business. The people who sit around and take forever to do stuff, right? They are actively losing money. If you can do something fast, you can do it twice in the time span that it takes others to do it once, which means you make more money. Which, let me remind you, is the entire point of your business. Which is exactly what this next rule is, which is don't start spending money until you start making it. All the time, when people start businesses, they start spending money, right? They start finding ways to spend lots of money. I'm gonna make a list of all the things that people start saying when they start a business, right? We have losing money and making money. Let's see what most people start saying when they start a business. I need business cards, and I need an office, and I need a new computer, and I need to fill out the tax forms, and I need to hire an accountant. Hold on. Well, hold on 1 second. You're losing money. Where's the actual money? There is no money coming in yet. You don't even know if the business is going to make money yet, and you're spending all this money. I'm telling you, don't do any of this until you get money in the bank. Because half the time, it may not even work out, and then you're in a shit ton of debt. So figure out how, there's that word again, how you're going to make money in your business. Rule number 4, when you start making money, don't get cocky. I've talked about this before, and I'm going to talk about it again. I see people make a little bit of money, and then they think all of a sudden they're on top of the world and that they're better than everybody else. Trust me, this is a surefire way to lose all of your money super fast. Don't get cocky, keep working, and be humble. Trust me. Rule number 5, if you want more results, you have to do more outreach. No matter what kind of business you have, the amount of money you make is directly correlated to the amount of outreach that you do. It's simple math. The more outreach you do, right, the more people you will sign, and then that means the more money you make. So if you aren't seeing the results you want to see in your business, do more outreach. Moving right along, rule number 6, networking is crucial to a business. For those of you who don't know, I work at a very popular establishment where I live on the side, right? If you ask anybody in town if they've been in there, 95% of people say, yes, I've been in there. And I've been there for quite a bit. So people know who I am. Now, say that I'm running my business, right? My business. I'm gonna use a real life example that could very well happen. I'm running my business, I'm making money, right? All of a sudden, I need an accounting firm to handle my money. Because of where I work, I know somebody that owns an accounting firm. So all I do is I call them up, I say, hey, you know who I am, right? cool. You know I'm super serious about my business, so I need your help. Bam, 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 deals are done. And that's why networking is crucial, because knowing people is super important to number one, making money, but then also number two, getting things done fast, which ties back to rule number two, which is speed is everything. Rule number 7, don't ever hire somebody, right? Don't ever hire somebody unless you can do that thing yourself. For example, I'm gonna use the accounting firm that we were just talking about. We're gonna use that example, right? I hire the accounting firm, right? Cool. 3 months in, the accounting firm says, you know what, we're leaving. Cool. But guess what? If I don't know how to do accounting and I can't find another accounting firm, then guess what? I'm screwed and I stop making money. So my point being, don't ever hire somebody to do something that you can't do yourself. Rule number 8, no matter what kind of business you run, you have to be making content. Content for any kind of business is super essential, because how do you plan on marketing yourself? Now, what kind of content that you make and when you post and how much you post and whatever is going to depend on the kind of business that you run. If you run a restaurant, for example, I highly recommend that you start pushing out TikToks and Instagram, right? Short form content. What I don't recommend is that you start doing it on YouTube. I don't recommend that because YouTube is not very friendly to those kinds of channels. So, find out what kind of content you need to make and start pushing it out ASAP, as much as you can, because it could potentially drive more traffic to your business than anything else. Rule number 9, and this is a big one: never say no to money. I see this all the time. People don't accept Apple Pay, for example. And in this day and age, Apple Pay is huge because it's convenient. Millions of people use it. Another example is Bitcoin. Not a lot of people are gonna wanna pay you in Bitcoin, but say somebody does. Find a way to accept Bitcoin, because that is still money. So find a way to do it. Open the accounts, do all the work. Never say no to money, because that's how you drive customers away. Now, rule number 10. This is super important. You want to sell the results of your business, not the actual service or product itself. Let's use the accounting example again. Sure, you do people's accounting, right? But everybody does that. All the accounting businesses do people's accounting. So, what makes you different? Is it more efficient? Can you do it faster? Does the person end up with more money in their pockets because of your service? You have to show them the results. You have to be different somehow so that people want to buy your product or service over others. So like I said, sell the results of the service, not the service itself. Now, these are the 10 essential rules to any kind of business that you have. If you have more ideas, comment them down below, but these are the ones that I've applied to my business to start making more money than ever before. So, other than that, get out there, start making some money, and I'll be rooting for you.